Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a weapon that has become a legend not just on the battlefield but in the world of digital combat as well. If you have ever played a modern shooter, you know exactly what we are talking about. It is sleek, it is reliable, and it is arguably the most versatile carbine ever designed. Welcome to Gun Reviews and History, where today we are breaking down everything you need to know about the M416. From its real-world roots as the Heckler & Koch 416 to its current price tag and why it remains the gold standard for operators and enthusiasts alike. To understand the M416, we have to clear up a little bit of a naming mystery first. In the world of video games like PUBG or Battlefield, it is called the M416. But in the real world, you will find it under the name HK 416. The M designation in games is often a nod to the US military's naming convention, though the rifle itself was born in Germany. The story begins in the early 2000s. At the time, the US military was heavily reliant on the M4 carbine. While the M4 was a great rifle, it had a dirty secret: its direct impingement gas system. This meant that hot carbon and gases were blown directly into the bolt carrier, which could lead to overheating and jamming during intense, long-duration firefights. Enter Heckler & Koch. They teamed up with Delta Force veterans like Larry Vickers to fix these issues. They took the basic ergonomics of the M4, the layout that American soldiers already knew and loved, and married it with the legendary short-stroke gas piston system from the HK-G36. The result was a weapon that didn't just fire. It thrived in conditions that would choke a standard M4. Because the piston pushes a rod to cycle the action rather than blowing gas into the receiver, the internals stay cool and clean. This is the primary reason why the 416 became the weapon of choice for the elite SEAL Team 6 during the 2011 raid in Abbottabad. It wasn't just a rifle, it was a promise of reliability when failure wasn't an option. Now, let's talk about why you see this gun everywhere in pop culture. In games, the M416 is often the jack of all trades. It has a manageable recoil, a fast rate of fire, roughly 700 to 900 rounds per minute in real life, and an insane amount of modularity. The real HK416 features a free-floating rail system that allows operators to slap on everything from laser designators and flashlights to vertical grips and various optics without losing zero. This modularity is why gamers love it. You can turn it from a close-quarters room clearer into a mid-range precision tool with just a few attachment swaps. But what if you want to own one? This is where we get into the price of perfection. If you are a civilian in the United States looking for a true military spec, select Fire HK416. The short answer is, you probably can't, unless you are a licensed dealer or have very deep pockets for rare, pre-1986 transferable parts, which are virtually non-existent for this specific model. However, Heckler & Koch does offer a civilian legal, semi-automatic version known as the MR556. As of 2026, the pricing for the MR556 series, the closest civilian relative to the 416, usually starts around $3,200 to $3,500 for a base model. If you are looking at the upgraded MR556A4, which includes fully ambidextrous controls and the latest M-LOK handguards, you are looking at a price tag closer to $3,800 or even $4,200 depending on the dealer and the specific configuration. For those on a much tighter budget who just love the look and feel, HK also produces a .22 LR rimfire version of the 416. These are fantastic for clinking at the range and can usually be picked up for between $450 and $550. Why is the price so high? It comes down to the engineering. Every HK416 and MR556 features a cold hammer forged barrel made from the highest quality steel, designed to last for over 20,000 rounds with minimal loss in accuracy. You aren't just paying for the HK logo, you are paying for a barrel and a piston system that are over-engineered to handle extreme heat and pressure. It is a buy once, cry once kind of firearm. In summary, whether you are a history buff fascinated by its role in Tier 1 operations, a gamer who relies on its flat recoil, or a collector looking for the ultimate AR-style rifle, the M416 stands in a league of its own. It took a classic American design and gave it German precision, creating a legacy that continues to dominate both real and virtual battlefields.